It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Now, I don't know what it is in the air, in the atmosphere, if it's in the chicken, if it's in the alcoholic beverages people are consuming at this point, but divorces are seeming to be at an all-time high, especially in Hollywood, especially with the people that we know and love on screen. They're going through a rough time, okay? So it just came out that Anthony Anderson is going through a divorce with his wife of 24 years. She goes by the name of Alvina Anderson. I don't know what her maiden name is before marrying Mr. Anthony. So let's get into what's going on, man, because it seems like they've been going through a little bit of strife in their marriage for quite some time. I think she originally filed for divorce back in 2015. They patched some things up and figured some things out, but let's get into the whole narrative, all right? So according to People magazine, they're stating that Anthony Anderson and his wife, or ex-wife rather, Alvina, they have settled their divorce nearly 19 months after their second split, with the actor ordered to pay more than $200,000 per year in spousal support per their divorce settlement. People magazine claims that they've obtained court documents. They never show the court documents, but they always say they got them. Anthony will have to pay his former spouse a monthly base of about $20,000 per month. However, should he ever gross over $2 million in any single year, he will also have to give her 20% of whatever he makes, right? This is the same shit we talked about with Halle Berry not too long ago with her ex-husband, right? Any money she makes over that $2 million per year threshold, he gets 20% as well. Plus, I think she's paying him child support. And she has actually more time with the kids. It's crazy stuff going on, but it's happening in Hollywood and California in specific. With this ruling going into effect, right? She's gonna get $200,000 per year by default in spousal support. But if he hits $2 million, that means that she's gonna get an additional $200,000. So anything over that. So bare minimum, if he's out here acting and getting gigs and doing work, which he's already doing, she could possibly be getting $400,000 per year off of his dime, his work. And that shit is just crazy to me. Going further into the documentation, Anderson will retain their property located in the Encino neighborhood of Los Angeles, and he will get to keep a 2004 Land Rover. Man, that's a lot to keep. A 2004 Land Rover. Like, yeah, it's on the property, but I'm sure that would probably be better off with one of the kids. You know what I'm saying? '04, we in 2023. Come on, bruh. Miss Alvina, on the other hand, will get to keep a 2022 Mazda that they have, and she will also retain their home in Houston. So it looks like she may be leaving Los Angeles and moving to Houston, possibly, or maybe she's going to stay in California and manage the property in Houston, maybe rent it out, resell it. Who knows? Maybe she got a new boot thing out in Houston. Ugh. They also own a land plot and a cemetery out in Inglewood. They're going to sell that and split the proceeds of all money that comes from the sale of that land. They also state that Anthony Anderson is in possession of a Glock 19 handgun that is registered in Miss Alvina's name, and it has to be turned into law enforcement within 30 days. Now, that's some crazy shit, right? Like, why y'all tripping about the gun? You think he gonna run you down with it or something? Like, that's kind of wild to me. I don't know. It seems a little fishy. What type of move? How did she how did she go about this, man? He got the gun at his house. He need to turn that into the folks. He might try to do something. What is he gonna do? Long as he don't do nothing to himself, you gonna get your check. Shit. Now, as I previously stated, Miss Alvina did originally file for divorce in 2015, citing irreconcilable differences. In these court documents, requested spousal support and listed their date of separation as April 1st, 2014. So they split on April Fool's Day. Ain't that some shit? She filed to dismiss this divorce petition in January of 2017. So she filed in 2015. 2 years later, I don't know how that worked. They must have split, went about their ways, got back together, decided she didn't want to move forward, allegedly having reconciled their marriage, according to E! News at that time. It must also be said that that was around the same time that Anthony Anderson booked his Blackish role. Things were a little bit slow for him prior to getting on Blackish. He didn't have as many acting gigs. I think his health was deteriorating. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't looking all that great for a while. He got on the show. Shit was looking good. She decided to come back. New influx of money. New things going on. Probably nursed him back to health, or helped anyway. Thought they could work it out. Unfortunately, March 25th, 2022, she filed for the second time. At that point in 2022, she also requested spousal support once again, and she wanted him to have to pay her attorney fees. That's always interesting to me, bro. Like, How you gonna sue me, split for me, and want me to pay for every goddamn thing? You can't even pay to get your own legal counsel to make this shit go through? That's crazy to me. I know that's standard, but it just sounds funny. Anthony then responded to her request for divorce shortly after. He listed their date of separation as February 25th, 2022. Once again, citing irreconcilable differences. They seem to not be equally yoked at this point in their lives. At that time, he also requested that spousal support be reserved for future determination. However, he requested that both parties cover the cost of their respective attorney's fees, basically saying, I'll pay for yours if you pay for mine. She didn't want to do that, and the courts ended up siding with her. I think he has to pay every fucking thing. It's crazy to me, man. Now, they do have 2 children together, but she's not getting child support because both children are over the age of 18. They have a daughter by the name of Kyra, 27 years old, and a son by the name of Nathan, who's 22. They off doing their own thing. And I think this is especially sad because they go back so far. They have so much history together, man. So many people try to champion black love, and it just seems like it's going down the drain, right? So here's an account that he shared about how they met back in the days. He says, in my sophomore year, her freshman year, I knew a girl who lived in the apartment. So I went to knock on the door to invite her to this party that me and my buddies were having. My wife answered the door. I was like, I was coming to invite Stacy to this party we're having. Stacy didn't show up, but my wife did, and we've been together ever since that night. I got there early. She didn't see nobody else. She was like, all right, I'm gonna rock out with this dude. This is, I guess, early college days. Then they got married on their 10-year anniversary. So they've been married for 22 years, but they were also together for an additional 10. So 30-something years out of their lives, they have been together. That's some wild stuff, man. I understand that people grow apart. I understand that your interests may change. You know, maybe you don't like where the bookshelf is in the house, the stove, the nanny. But this should be the part of your lives where y'all are enjoying it. Your kids has moved on, gone through college, done what they needed to do. They done moved out the crib, presumably. Maybe one is still there, the 22-year-old. Y'all should be trying to find your love, rekindle. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what the future holds for y'all. Not be going separate ways and be going through a messy divorce. And then you want this man to pay for all of your whatever it is that you want to do. So if you want to go explore, you want to go travel, you want to go off and do some eat, pray, love shit, you want to go do it on his dime. Like, what have you done in the last 30 years for yourself, right? That's the interesting thing for me. Why don't these people ever go get a job? Why don't these people ever go work for a corporate company? Be a consultant or something. Like, let us know what these folks be doing. I'm not here to disparage her. I'm just saying, man, I be wanting to know some more details. Y'all got all these details. Where's the shit that says what she does? And again, I expressed this exact same rhetoric, same feeling, same everything when the shoe was on the other foot for Halle Berry. I just feel funny when I see people that work their ass off for success go through ups and downs in their career, go through high points financially, go through low points financially where they're not getting booked. Then they get on an upswing or they finally get their life going in the way that they need it to be on track again. Spouse decide they don't want to be with them no more, and then shit, I'm back in the hole because I gotta pay for your ass to live for the rest of your life. Like, you can't get out here and get it on your own. Your parents don't even take care of your ass no more, but you expect me to do it. I disagree with that shit, man. Now, of course, there could have been a prenuptial agreement in place to avoid all of this, but a lot of people don't be thinking about that. They think that their love is gonna last forever and hope that it will. But this shit is getting out of hand for me, man. I'm not saying you gotta leave with everything you came with, but it should be something close to that. Because when men gotta get it how they live for the most part, it just is what it is. Nobody gives a damn. And I think it should be fair across the board. But y'all let me know what you think down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates, and I will see y'all on the next one, all right? Much love and respect. Peace.